embarrassed your family by putting people in boxes? By putting people's fathers in boxes?
No.
Have I ever done that? Have I done that? Have I done...
I like Luke's headphones. I'm only just starting to realise that they look like, you know, like a helicopter pilot's headphones.
Not in front of 3,000 people? You leave me alone and I'll leave you alone because you will be staying blocked.
Guys, I've been drinking loads of water because I've got a really poorly throat, so I'm just going to nip to the toilet. Give me a second. Will you tap up that screen, see if we can get to 120k likes, please? And I will leave you with a banger of a song, I promise you. I'm going to get some paracetamol as well. Just give us a sec. Because the show must go on.
It starts with
one thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I tried so hard and got so far.
Right, guys, so behind the scenes of the Fact Freak is ready. So we do know I do awareness, we do know I speak about ex-offenders. Are you alright? Switch the bloody alarm off, will you? We're streaming. Obviously I out wrong'uns. Speak about wrong'uns. Now sometimes those wrong'uns go to the police. Sometimes those wrong'uns go to the police. I have shared with you multiple times where people have gone to the police. There was a person who was defending a PDF that they were dating. They reported me for harassment without the form of violence or whatever the hell it is. I made a video back then showing how that had concluded. Well, I've just received another NFA. So, there is a content creator. I don't know if they're still on this app, quite frankly. They're a non-event to me. They're an absolute non-event to me. This person is called Christopher Emery. You can Google him to find the various news articles about him. Now, he reported me to the police in October and said that I, had harassed him, etc., etc. Right? Now, the police made a visit to my house. They asked me, yeah, I am collecting them with these wrong'uns. I had one over Sonny Sweetman and all sorts of different people. So the police came to my house, and what I want to use this moment for is to help educate people. So the police came to my house and they played it down. So they came to the house and they said, look, James, look, we've had this report. We know what you do on social media, you know, etc. We know what you do. You know, that I think the easiest way to just resolve this is if you agree to a community resolution order. Now, the way to do that, in my opinion, is to make it seem like it's not a big deal to agree to a community resolution order, that it just gets the matter dealt with straight away. A community resolution order is an admittance to guilt. So if somebody's accusing you of harassment, which I in no way was harassing Mr. Emery by telling everybody about his crimes, as it's already in the public domain, right? So if you agree to it, signing your little signature, you are admitting to guilt. Some orders, some things, it isn't counted as an admittance of guilt. This is. Now, a community resolution order could then have terms of service to it, so you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, etc. And then it becomes a crime. So you basically incriminate yourself. So like something like harassment or various other things, there's obviously a burden of proof. And if they can't meet that, then obviously it doesn't progress because it hasn't happened. That particular crime hasn't happened. So that they went off, you know, not happy that I hadn't done that. And then I waited for a while to hear what the response was going to be. Didn't get one. So I put a complaint into Northumbria Police and said, look, I think it's a complete waste of police resources. There isn't a crime. I says, you've tried to impose upon me this order. I found it suspicious that the officer was not recording his body cam. Luckily, I have the dog cams in the house, so I had the recordings. I says, I feel like, you know, that was an intentional thing. I then got a letter posted through the door yesterday, and apparently this cop had emailed me on the 7th of March. Well, not apparently, he had, but it got into my junk mail, so I hadn't seen it. So he posted the same letter through my door, basically very wishy-washy. We may have to interview you. So, of course, I rang him and said, look, do you want a voluntary interview or not? Like, what do you actually want? To which he told me that he did want to have a voluntary interview if possible. To which I told him, well, just so you know, you're going to get a pre-prepared statement from me, and you will also get no other comments throughout the interview. So this afternoon, I went to that interview. Would you guys like to hear the pre-written statement? Yeah, they should. Lisa, they should. Now, the videos I've done about him are on YouTube if you want to check them out. You know, like, loosely speak about him when I do a video telling everyone about this. I thought you would. I don't mind sharing. There's nothing. Right, okay, so the prepaid statement read like this. This is my prepared statement. After reading this out for the record, I will be progressing through this voluntary interview without making comment. I am aware of Mr. Emery. When discussing Emery, I have discussed what is available in the public domain, including news articles featuring him and also his TikTok videos and live streams. Emery's TikTok username was also his full name. I am aware that Emery has an issue with me referring to him as an S offender. Emery was convicted of sexually motivated crime, of revenge crime. I believe that as he was convicted of revenge crime, that does make Emery an S offender. These convictions are in various news articles and once again in the public domain. Reporting on his crimes and his actions online was never intended as any form of harassment. I am also aware of multiple live streams Emery has conducted on TikTok talking about myself in a derogatory way. I am also aware that Emery has talked about his crimes publicly on TikTok videos and live streams. I have recordings of all of this, and at request from the police they can be provided. I believe this report has been a complete waste of police time and resources, and did report this concern, and then I put the complaint reference number in, and that was it. And I've literally just received the email saying, hello and thanks again for coming into the police station for voluntary interview. I have liaisoned with my supervision and the decision has been made to take no further action in relation to this matter. The crime will now be closed and Mr. Emery will be updated in due course. Well, if you're watching, there's your update. Fucking honestly, is it not event to me? It's just another S offender that I've just talked about, moved on. And also, what was very interesting is there was an account that was brought up in interview. I mean, I was saying no comments, so they didn't really expand on much. One thing I did tell them was that Fact Freak 16 account on here is not my account, and it is run by Aisha Auckland, way too feisty. Remember, she admitted that to Miss Red when she was in Red's stream pretending to be me when her and Red were friends, and I have all the evidence of that. And there was screenshots that he had in front of him that I wasn't asked about, which were messages from that account. So I really think, you know, somebody's pushing somebody there to make reports or to believe certain things were being said. But there you go. So collecting NFAs like fucking Pokemon cards when it comes to confronting S offenders. Just so you know, guys, there was a deep dive on an absolute wronging on yesterday as well. It's on YouTube, links in my bio. Mr. M, who is on this account. I won't stop what I'm doing on here. Simple. Right, let's get back to this.
I think the way that you've gone on is embarrassing. Absolutely, the things you've said on this app is embarrassing. And I can't not believe you've just jumped in front of...
Complete waste of fucking police time. Complete. It should have never even got, like, I mean, I've got screen recordings of BuzzTex and various other people ringing the police about me and being like, he's harassing me. The police should dead it there, because it's not that. It is not that. Do you know what I mean? It's just a complete waste of resources, man.
3,000 people and done that where you've got my number. But then you go on about morals and you go on about you'll say things to people's faces, but you've just come in front of 3,000 people and done that to me. That's a low blow what you've just done.
Appreciate all the well dones, but all I did was tell the truth. I didn't lie about the man, and I didn't lie in the interview. Do you know what I mean? So that's it.
That's a very low blow. And I've still got love for you, Pearl, but nah, I'm done.
Don't sign anything from the police without checking with the solicitor. Never.
Won't be spoken about on this platform ever again. So you can use your platform later to talk about me, because she will talk about me. She'll talk about me for about an hour. Because that's what she does and calls me out. What about people that support you, that have been in Canadian Angie's live in their comments? What about people that spoke to Canadian Angie?
Little cute kitten gift. That's what we need. That's what we need when you're ratting.
Offline on WhatsApp that still come into your boxes and talk to you.
How could it be a low blow if he's 4 foot tall? Or was that the joke? Did I miss that?
Years ago, my mum and dad had an
What's this? Petty stuff.
argument, so she sewed up the bottom of his work trousers, then listened to him trying to get them on at 5 a.m.
That would fuck me right off.
When I was really little, 5 to 6 years, and my dad would make me angry, I would hide his false teeth so he couldn't go out.
I'm pretty sure my son does one of these things to me all the fucking time. We have a glass top hob on the oven, and I swear to God, this motherfucker just loves leaving shit on it. All the fucking time. The kitchen doesn't even look like it's been in use, and there'll be like a thank you for helping me complete that, and then there's literally there'll just be like a pair of scissors on the hob. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you like? What are you actually doing?
My dad once didn't buy free range eggs. He said it wasn't important. Mum was so mad.
I'm pretty sure he's going out. I'm pretty sure he walks past there on the way to the toilet and goes, I'll put that on there.
She sat faces and all the eggs in the middle of the night. When I left my cheating ex-husband, I cut all the toes out of his socks and balled them back up in the drawers. Me and my hubby were arguing, so I would dump out the coffee every morning after I had mine since I got up first. Some of you are ridiculous. My friend's last name is Gray. Her ex left his Prime account logged in on her TV. She purchased every film with the title Gray in it. She purchased 10 films before he realised. Years ago, my mum and dad.
Are you guys petty? Have you guys done any petty shit?
What you've done is spoke.
Oh, God. I know the situation's resolved, but we're catching up. Delulu and that Lynn speak on Talia and said they're going to report her to social services. Fuck me. Jesus. Can I speak? Is this just eat? Social services, yeah. Yeah. I haven't had me delivered. Your social services, aren't you? Like, honestly, who the fuck did they think any of them would listen to any of them? Honestly, absolute clampets. Absolute clampets.
Spoke to Becca privately and said that Rickster is you're in some kind of controlled relationship, right? He controls you.
Can I just say, right, my take. So Delusive Angie has made up with Talia, and I've got a screen recording where she says that she now believes Talia, and she says that she has seen the documents. Any fucking bets, it's either going to be a day, a week, a fortnight, or whatever. You will hear the storyline of Delusive Angie changing the script on that and saying that she lied about seeing the documents and everything because she's now in fear for her mother because Talia went to the house. I would bet any money on it. Anyway, that's the next thing coming around. Like, I don't understand why anybody would think Delusive Angie was respected in any way. Like,
who does da-da-da. So the first thing social services are going to be concerned is your child.
Can I just say, yes.
Can I just say everything that you've just said, but with more swear words in between? Yeah.
They would be concerned because...
It is. Yeah, can I just say, yeah, they would. I totally agree with everything you said.
If you're in charge of a child and you want to alive themselves, they always say when you go to air therapy, we always keep things private and confidential unless there's safeguarding concerns. So if you did want to unalive yourself...
It's just saying the same thing.
...or harm others, then they've got to let the relevant authorities know. I went to the fucking doctors years ago saying I was deeply depressed, and the first thing the doctor said, she went, I don't want to say Mike Funny or anything, but how we act...
Who's Mike Funny? Does Mike Funny work in the hospital? She didn't just say Mike Funny, right? I don't want to be Mike Funny. Alright. I get now.
You're looking after your kid if you're this depressed.
Exactly.
Sorry, a health professional said that to you. That's just ridiculous.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. And also...
I know what she really said. I pretend I'm dumb for amusement's sake. I'm actually really intelligent and a really nice guy, says any TikToker talking out their ass.
If you're with a guy that you're saying it controls you, that you had said to Becca on that phone call...
How are they comparing that to having thoughts to unalive and not being able to look after your kids?
...that EQ put out there, and I didn't hear it all. If you heard it all, you heard it all. I never heard it all. But I heard that she was in some kind of, what people said to me, DV relationship. I don't know if that's true. That's what I heard. Social services will get involved with you, Talia. And I'm going to send that to social services myself.
What are you going to send? You went, I haven't heard it. I don't really know what's going on, but I'm going to send it to social services. All right, Beth.
Absolutely.
The social services have a TikTok account. Maybe you can tag them in the video. Maybe a caseworker will live react to your bloody shit. Do you know what I mean? I like this.
They not like us. No. They not like us. No. They not like us. Are you my friend?
That's my J.
Are we locked in? Then step this way. Step.
That's not the way Luke normally looks in these videos, and I'm not quite happy about that.
That way. Then step this way. Step that way. Hold on. They not like us. No. They not like us. No. They not.
I'm not sure whether I apologise for this one or not, but I wasn't ready for how well that actually worked. I wasn't ready for how... I didn't think it would work that well, man. Fucking hell. Honestly. Jesus Christ.
Fucking job centre
I love this man, he's so funny.
again.
POV, what happens in the job centre 2025.
There's more teeth in a newborn baby than there is in here.
Thank you for the heart me. And if you're sitting here and you haven't sent a heart me, well, that says more about you than me.
Oh. So how do you think your recent job search has been going? Yeah, it's been going really fucking well. That's why I'm still sat here. It says here you've only applied for 3 jobs in 12 months. Any reason why? I've got 4 kids. Where the fuck do you think I'm getting time for me filling CVs in? I don't think you're taking this quite seriously, Mrs. Marie. It could result in a sanction. See, I knew this was going to
Was it the Shameless theme tune?
happen. You're stressing me out. I need to go
Is that a mop bucket?
get a fag.
What's that?
Me handbag. It's a disposable bin. You're doing my fucking head in and I'm going. Sanction me. Do whatever the fuck you want because I need a fag.
I went to a job centre once, right? It was fucking years ago. I was in between jobs for a couple of months and I had to sign on because I was living on my own, basically. Well, no, I wasn't living on my own. I was living with my mate. And I got told I had to sign on, okay? And I went up to the job centre and I walked in, and as I walked in, there was this rather large goth lady, very, like, bigger than me, broader than me, and taller than me. And as I walked in, she just grabbed the phone off the wall and ripped it out the wall and threw it at the security staff. As one security staff was dodging it, the other one just came over to me and just said, "Do you have an appointment?" And I was like, "The fuck? Like, is this a normal occurrence?" Job centre in Washington, eye-opening experience, I'm telling you.
I've been building the courage up all
Oh my god, I love this. No face.
day to do this. Just over a year now I've been on TikTok, and within that year I've built up quite a decent following. And I appreciate every single one of you, and all without showing my face. And to be expected, I've had people constantly saying, "Why won't you show your face? When are you going to do
Thank you for the elephant trunk, which makes me feel a bit emasculated every time. Don't forget, if you send a gift over 100 coins, give us a shout so we can pin
a
you.
face reveal?" Well, today's the day. I've been thinking how I'm going to do this all day, but I think it's just a case of pulling the valley off and showing you what's underneath, isn't it? And obviously, with doing a face reveal, I'm going to have to change my name on my account, because no face, no case is not going to sit anymore. I'll probably turn the comments off on this post as well. So, without further ado, I suppose we better get on with it. Do you know, I don't know, I can't. Do you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. Suckers.
No, thank you, Luna Wolf.
Hit it, hit it, hit it.
Make sure she
hit
gets
it,
bid mods.
Get it, get it, get it.
Honestly, I've met No Face, as you guys know, and he's just such a nice man. Such a nice dude. I mean, I didn't spend a lot of time with him because he was sort of travelling on to the fight to see Dave give Trucker G a hug or whatever. But lovely dude.
Get it. Ow, ow, ow. Show them, girl. Yeah, boom, boom.
Cartoon videos are something special, man.
Guys,
God.
I've missed
No thanks.
Really pisses.
Guys, I'm calling it quits, man. I've got a really bad fucking head. I've got a really bad headache. I feel like I'm flagging. I think it's having the headphones around my head as well. It's not helping. I was just seeing like a video of Pearl Fries and I'm like, yes, time to fucking throw in the bloody towel, isn't it? Honestly, I don't feel great. Maybe it is that bug. Blame Zach de Brat. I told him tongues was a bad idea on the first meet-up, but he was very passionate about it, and I didn't want to let him down. I didn't want to upset him, so, you know, just did what I had to do, and now we're both ill. Honestly, I'm boiling up. Can you guys see it? I've got a sweaty forehead like bloody Chester. Look like evil Chester. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. The bloody waxwork. It's alright. I'm sure I'll be alright. It is just a flu. But yeah, cheers for turning in as always, guys. If I'm not on tomorrow, I'll post something on my story and let you guys know. Yeah, I need some paracetamol. I forgot, you know, when I went downstairs, I forgot to do that. Right, I'm going to fuck off. I'm done in. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for commenting, liking. Anybody who sent any gifts, heart me's. We haven't had any subs today, but appreciate the subs that we do have already. You guys are fucking legends. And I will catch you when I can. Catch you later. And yes, can we get NFA written in the chat, guys? Can we get NFA? And we'll have
Right about now, NWA court is in full effect. Judge Dre resigning. In the case of NWA versus the police department, prosecuting attorneys are MC Ren, Ice Cube, and Easy motherfucking E. Order. Ice Cube, take the motherfucking stand.